Joining us from her home in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, Penn State Fencing's Zara Moss. And Zara, appreciate the time. How are you holding up?
I'm doing well. Just trying to get through to the end of the semester now. It's been a little bit more difficult to keep myself on schedule now that I'm at home without the rigorous schedule of waking up, going to practice, going to class. And now that I just have so much free time, it's actually harder for me to stay focused. So.
What are those online classes that you're going through right now? What's the hardest class? How's that transition been to taking classes online?
So I'm a business major, which means that I'm not taking any rigorous math or chemistry or classes or labs or anything, which I'm actually very grateful for because I don't think I would be able to do those online very successfully. But I would say the hardest part for me has just been I'm in a lot of group projects, and now not being able to physically meet with the groups and having to coordinate different times for Zoom meetings, and then who's going to do what, and then you think someone else is doing something, and it's just kind of been all over the place with trying to meet, and then finding times where everybody's available now at different time zones. Yeah. And all of that. It's been a little bit of chaos, but we're almost done, so.
That really has to be the case, too, with your teammates. You have teammates from all over the world, whether it's China, Puerto Rico, right here in the United States.
It's actually crazy. So a bunch of my best friends from the team, one of them lives in Italy. The other one lives in Colorado. I have one that lives in France. And so trying to keep up with them, and my sleep schedule has gotten a little bit off track. So by the time I wake up at the nice and early time of noon most days, it's already nighttime in Italy where my friend lives, and I'm just like, oh, well, I don't really get to talk to you. So it's been weird trying to find times to coordinate to talk to people, and I'll be like, oh, can you talk now? She's like, oh, it's dinner time, and I'm, oh, it's 1 p.m. here, okay.
What has the month plus been like? You were just about set to head to the NCAA championships. You're an All-American. What has the last month been like now that you understand, obviously, you weren't going to have a chance to compete for another championship and that this season just came to an abrupt halt?
Honestly, it's given me a lot of time to reflect on how I view and treat my opportunity to be an athlete at Penn State, because when you're there and you're in the day-to-day grind, it's easy to kind of not even just take it for granted, but also kind of grumble about it. Like, oh, we have to do another lift, or coach added this, and it's easy to see it kind of as a burden. But then when all of a sudden championships got stripped away from us 5 days before we were going, it made me realize wow, this isn't something that I can take for granted. It's not even something that's guaranteed to me. And now 1/4 of my collegiate career is I just don't get to participate in it. And it's just it makes me appreciate even more the opportunity that I have and the way I get to represent Penn State. I don't know. It's just been a lot of thinking that I've been doing, and making sure that next year, which is my senior year, I really just take full advantage of all of the opportunities and see every day as honestly a blessing, because we can see now that it might not even be guaranteed. So.
And fencing at Penn State is obviously very successful. It's something that is a part of the Penn State culture. But I think there are probably some people watching right now wondering, how does a girl from the Pittsburgh area get involved in fencing and become so good in the saber? So can you take us back through that?
Yeah, so I started fencing in first grade, actually. I went to a private school, and they had a demonstration in gym class, and it was around the time when all of my friends were joining soccer or basketball. And not that there's anything wrong with those sports, but I was always the kid that wanted to do things different. Growing up in Pittsburgh, my favorite football team was the Tennessee Titans, because nobody else here liked the Tennessee Titans, so I was going to like the Tennessee Titans. And I was that type of kid. And so when I heard about fencing, I was like, yes, this is what I'm going to do, because no one else does this. Which is great for my personality, but not so great for getting better, because no one else in Pittsburgh does it. And so it took me a while to find a club that I could go to get better. And then around the beginning of high school, I actually kind of outgrew my club. So I actually started homeschooling, and I would travel to New Jersey for a week every month.
Wow.
And live with a family there to train with another club and coaches there so that I could get better. And then I also started traveling internationally. So in high school, I was in Europe usually about once a month, if not twice a month. And so just crazy traveling, and it was a very wild schedule, but I loved every second. I still love every second of it, but yeah.
Well, Zara, this was a lot of fun. I know you said you had your dog barking there. I can hear him mowing outside my window right now. The joys of working from home, but really appreciate the time.
Oh, yeah.
Stay healthy and stay safe, all right?
Thank you so much.